Hey everyone, it's me, Prince Caius here, and uh, I'm making. This is a what if Deku had the Sharingan and the Byakugan and Ichigo's powers, not powers, but potential or powers, whichever you want to say. But this is part one. I hope you all enjoy it. So get into that intro. Deku would have uh, the Sharingan and the Byakugan ever since he was born. Well, not Sharingan yet. Um, but his Hollow uh, and all of his other powers would be when he's like a teenager. So it's basically gonna be uh, Bleach X My Hero Academia. So when Deku was born, the doctor told Inko his eye is white and the other one is green. The doctors told him that Deku has a quirk apparently, and they don't know what it was yet. They're going to see in the future. So they waited. When Deku was 2 years old, uh, he went to the doctor, and not to the doctor yet. When Deku was 2 years old, he broke his favorite toy, his favorite All Might toy, and he started to cry. All of a sudden, Deku's Byakugan and Sharingan was activated. When Inko heard Deku crying, she ran immediately to him and saw both of his eyes were activated. Inko sees Deku's left eye is red, but his right eye uh, is white, but has veins on the side of him. Then takes him to the hospital to see what his quirk is. And while they were doing that, they were trying to calm him down. Um, they found out what the Sharingan and the Byakugan could do, but they did not. They named it named the red eye, the Sharingan the red eye, and the Byakugan the white eye. Um, so they didn't know what to call it. So basically, what they're gonna do right now, because they don't know it can copy the left. The Sharingan can copy and all that. So it's not gonna be called Sharingan yet, or the Byakugan's gonna not be called Byakugan yet. So, while Inko and Deku was going home, Inko calls Deku's dad, but he didn't answer at all. So Inko tried to calm him down over and over, and he calmed down. His left eye went back to green. His Byakugan deactivated, and his veins. He basically closed his eyes because how much painful it was. Uh, when when De- when Deku was 3 years old, he told Inko that he can see spirits. Inko thinks he was being funny, and Deku like uh then activates both of his eyes and yelled that he can see spirits. While while tears are going down his face, Inko then believes him because how painful his eyes give him, his Sharingan gives him the pain. So then holds him for hours because he was scared of the spirit, because that was his first time seeing a spirit, and because he watched scary stuff and scary movies and stuff like that, and he tried to touch the spirit before, and it didn't work. He went through it. So he ran to his mom and basically done that. So when Deku was 4 years old, he went to school, obviously, and everyone said their name and quirk. Deku shows them his eyes and said, "My name is Izuku Midoriya," and then went back to his seat. And Deku doesn't even tell them what it can do, because he's not sure what it can do, like fully do. So he's still getting a hang of it. So, when Deku was 14, like a few years go by, and Deku is 14. Deku Deku was training and saw a few kids messing with a vase. That was for a dead kid, and Deku walked to them and told them to apologize to the dead girl. Then the kids started to think Deku was weaker than them, so they started to attack Deku. But Deku activates both of his Sharingan and Byakugan and does a starts to rotate and hits them all, and they all fall down. They all got hit where their chakra points are, and chakra points on this is going to be like just pressure points, because that's basically what it is, obviously. So then Deku tells them to apologize to the spirit. Then they apologize and they ran away in fear. Deku tells the spirit that he is sorry about what happened and he'll get a new vase for tomorrow. The next day, while Deku was walking home, he saw a lot of stuff being destroyed, and he saw the same spirit as last time, as the other day, and saw a hollow chasing them, but did not know what a hollow was. Deku tells the spirit to run as fast as possible, but all of a sudden Deku saw a Soul Reaper. The Soul Reaper then kills the hollow and leaves. When Deku was home, he heard a roar, and then he jolts up and he's like, "Where is that roaring coming from?" And he sees the Soul Reaper just got there. So yeah, Rukia, Deku kicks Rukia, asking her what she is doing. Rukia asked how he can see her. Deku then tells her that he can see spirits, so probably you're a spirit. So, and what is that roaring, and what was that thing that you killed? Rukia said it was a hollow, and are you actually human? And Deku tells her that he is a human, and do you hear that roaring? All of a sudden, Rukia can hear the roaring of the hollow, and Deku then jumps off the roof and sees the hollow and hits it while he activates his Sharingan and his Byakugan. His Sharingan right now is the final stage right now. So Deku, while he was fighting Deku hits the hollow and it falls down, and Rukia is watching Deku fight the Hollow without no problem, without even being a Soul Reaper. All of a sudden, the Hollow sees Rukia and attacks her, but Deku gets in the way and lets himself get hit and hurt by the Hollow. Rukia then grabs Deku and pulls him away and jumps away as far as possible from the Hollow, and told him that she has this from here. But all of a sudden, the Hollow bites her. Deku then laughs and tells her he can finish this in a few seconds. Deku grabs Rukia and gets her away from the Hollow as fast as possible. And Rukia tells Deku that he can be a Soul Reaper, not permanently, but Deku then accepts it. All of a sudden, the Hollow's arm is cut off. Deku has his Sharingan has manifested into the Mangekyo Sharingan, into one of them, and I don't know which one I'm going to use yet, so I'm going to not basically use it that much. And has a big sword on with him, and has a Soul Reaper outfit on. Deku then infuses his Chidori with the sword and kills the Hollow with one hit. After Deku took care of Rukia, she asked what he is. Deku then tells her that he is a human with a quirk and nobody can beat him. And the next morning when Deku gets to school, he sees Rukia and she walks up to him and tells him to come with her. Everyone thinks they're dating at first because she's new and Deku's obviously hot, and he has he has a great quirk. So when they get outside, Rukia tells him that a spirit needs to be saved, and that she has a mod soul to take over his body. Deku then takes the pill, the mod soul's pill, and then goes after the Hollow. And they run pretty fast to there. And Deku does tell the spirit to pass on before the Hollow gets there, and when the Hollow gets there, the spirit already passed it on, and the Hollow just gets killed in a matter of seconds. Deku and Rukia goes back to school, and Deku then hears a lot of people yelling where his classroom was. So he ran to school as fast as possible and jumps inside his classroom and uses Gentle Twin Fist on the Mod Soul. And the Mod Soul passes out. And Deku does take his body back, and Rukia changes everyone's memory in the classroom. A few hours go by, and Deku walks home and gets attacked by Renji. Deku uses both of his eyes, Sharingan, and the Byakugan, the Byakugan Sharingan, and uses the 64 palms on him without being a Hollow yet, and basically beats Renji in a matter of seconds. All of a sudden, the sludge villain attacks, gets on to Deku, but Deku then dodges and defeats the sludge villain as fast as possible. and all of a sudden there is a voice saying, "I am here." But All Might sees that Deku already beat the Sludge Villain in a few seconds. Deku then tells All Might that he got it from here and he's gonna go. And when Deku is home, he sees Rukia. And Inko is talking, Rukia and Inko is basically talking with each other. Deku tells Rukia what she is doing here, and Inko tells Deku that she is going to be living here for a few months, and ask if Deku and Rukia are dating. And Deku's like, "No, I'm not. We're not dating. Okay? We're not dating yet. We're not dating at all, so we're not going to be dating." So, I'm going to leave it off here. So I hope you like this What If, and like, comment, subscribe, and hope you enjoyed. 3, 2, 1, outro.